November 4th, 2022. I've been thinking lately about how I have always lived near the margins. For most of my life, I have lived between the limits of Estado de Mexico and Mexico City, specifically 2 blocks away from their geographical and political limits marked by some railroads. As a kid, I always thought the trains were taking passengers through, but years later I realized they were only transporting merchandise. Those trains were responsible for making people arrive late to work or school so many times. Nearby, adjacent to the cargo train tracks, there are subway tracks taking people from the state of Mexico into CDMX to work. Perhaps, like the trains, their job is also to carry merchandise meant for people that deem these workers invisible. Each of us has a grade of invisibility to some part of society. For whom are we invisible? Close to the subway on top of it, you can see mountains far away which are slowly disappearing due to the construction of houses on their faces. Somewhere near where you live, are there still mountains, or is there only an accumulation of
Dear
human-made,
Rolando,
human-centered apartments? In the beginning, a huge amount of people were displaced from towns and different municipalities to the cities by a lack of work and opportunities. Opportunities
cost
and
of living
jobs
is
that
costing
were
our
invented by
lives.
modernity. Afterwards, the second generation of those families were displaced to the margin of those cities by a new species, the nomadus digitalis. Each of those mountains which once were part of our natural landscape, whatever natural has meant in the past, will be converted into a new model of residential buildings for the 21st century.
It's become a
The
monster we
mountains
can no longer
themselves
tame.
will no longer exist in our land or minds, but they will remain as an empty word in our language. I hope where you find yourself, geography can support other conceptual dimensions.
I wonder about how you're doing and where you are. I wonder about how you're
Without any
doing and where
acknowledgement
the
of
movement
what
of
went
people across the
before.
land seems to occur without any conscious understanding of the context. I feel its presence. I can't exactly. There's a particular force pushing life to its limits, but I feel its presence. I can't exactly. There's a particular force pushing life to its limits. Do you have any? I can't exactly. There's a particular force pushing life. I feel its presence from each passing day.
Agendas. And
It's become a monster. The cost of living is costing our lives. We need to
what the
years dated agendas. Years there's another way.
there's that there's a way of being that there's two lots of way of being that are
anything ever. Dated it. I want to believe I want this. Put across find a deep I put across agendas. Our way to feel it's good. Feel do you ever think do you ever think iron you just want we need killer I want we need that are we need that are about the entities that are anything years about data about years our way to stop our way that there's a about Dear Rolando, I hope this transmission reaches you. There's a particular force pushing life to its limits. I can't exactly pinpoint it, but I feel its presence growing with each passing day. It's become unbearably difficult to make ends meet. The cost of living is costing our lives. It's become a monster we can no longer tame. I wonder about how you're doing and where you are. The movement of people across the land seems to occur without any conscious understanding of consequences, without any acknowledgement of what came before. There is a profound disregard for anything other than one's own survival. I find a deep irony in humankind thinking it can survive on its own. Do you ever think about the energy we can transmit to one another outside of these systems? I want to believe that there's another way to create sustainable communities that are unhindered by these washed up and outdated agendas. Our way of living is no longer justifiable. I have to believe there's another way forward. We need to think of another way to be in the world together. Yours in solidarity, Hiba.